name's Kerry and this is my channel, and I'm here to talk to you today about my past makes. Good evening, how are we? It's evening here. I'm finally in my room. I'm talking very quiet, so I'm going to up the sound because everyone's in bed and I've got the room to myself. Yes. So I'm finally going to talk to you about my past makes. So not just my makes from 2022, but beyond that, because obviously I haven't been on YouTube that long and it started in October. So I'll be just talking about in general what I've made in the past, things I'm proud of, things that I could have done better, etc. So I'm going to start. I've got my notes down here. First thing I'll look at is a McCall's pattern that I used, and this is M7533, and I used View C, so this one, and I made a dress. I made two dresses actually. For some reason one dress fits, the other one doesn't. So the one I wear all the time is this, I call it my ice cream dress. It's got rainbows, and I think it just reminds me of an ice cream. See, little ice creams. They're actually mountains, I think, but they look like ice creams to me. Anyway, I love this dress. It's got pockets in it, and it's just a short sleeve, round neck. It's got a facing. It's looking a bit battered now because I wear it a lot. It's also looking a bit grey as well, but I love it. And I wore it to work once, and a lady who wears really nice bright clothes, she loves all that stuff, she was like, oh, I actually can't remember the name of the designer. This fabric's from Spotlight, they don't do it anymore. And she's like, oh, that's such and such a designer. I was like, oh, I just got it from Spotlight. She was like, yeah, that's the designer. I was like, oh wow. So yeah, I absolutely love it. It's so comfortable, it's roomy. I just wear it over jeans. It's really nice. The thing with the sleeve though is that it's quite a narrow sleeve, and I have quite big arms at the moment. So what I did, I went back to my old pattern cutting college days from Do Fashion, and I traced off the sleeve, and I slashed the sleeve, and I spread the sleeve, and it fits beautiful. So I was very proud of myself that I remembered that from all those years ago. So that's the dress I wear all the time. Now I attempted to make another one in this beautiful fabric from Nerita Hansen in Australia. So you might have seen this before in the Roxy wristlet. Now I don't know what went wrong with this dress, but it does not fit me. It's exactly the same style. I actually do know what went wrong with it. It's the same style. I slashed the sleeve, everything, used the same pattern. But for some reason, I have no idea why, I have a seam down the back. I have no idea why I did that, but I've got a seam down the back, which has taken that extra bit of ease out, which now it doesn't fit me. It's so yeah, I don't know how to fix that. It's a bit weird. So yeah, anyway, it's just one I'm gonna have to slim into. I can't bear to throw it away because I just love the pattern. I really want to wear it. I did wear it. I have worn it, but I've just put on a few pounds, so now I can't wear it. But yeah, it's got a stupid seam down the back, and I don't know why I put that down there. Also, out of that pattern, I made just a sleeveless top, and it's from the same pattern, but again, it's got a seam down the back. I have no idea why it has this seam down the back, because I didn't do it with the first dress. I don't know. I'm gonna have to get the pattern out again and investigate. Maybe it does have a seam down the back, and maybe I decided not to put it on the fold and have more room. I honestly don't know why. I have to investigate this again. But again, this top is too tight too, so I can't wear that because of this ridiculous seam down the back. Anyway, this fabric's also from Nerida Hansen. Unfortunately, none of these fabrics are available now, and the skills are used in that were facings, pockets, darts, and obviously hemming. The fabric from Spotlight is 100% cotton, and the Nerida Hansen is also 100% cotton. So yeah, I like my cotton, it's so easy to sew. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, fabric also from Spotlight. I cannot find which pattern I use for this, so I have no idea. I'm also trying to put pictures up if I've got any of me in them. This skirt is a little woodland pattern, cute little woodland pattern. Again, just a heavy cotton trill. It's got a waistband and a zip, and it's slightly A-line. And I love this skirt, it's so cute. I haven't worn it for ages actually. So when I was going through my wardrobe for past mags, I was like, oh, I must wear that again in winter with my snag tights. So that fits well, and I did put it on just for this. So I put a picture up somewhere and you can see. Again, 100% cotton, and it's got darts, waistband, and hem. And pockets, it's got pockets, gotta have pockets. Any pattern that doesn't have a pocket, I invent them. Okay, now in addition to that, I haven't got them with me, but I do have some pictures. I did some A-line skirts. Now I tried them on, and you'll see from the pictures they do not suit me anymore. I used to wear them when I was a little bit slimmer. They do still fit, but they look weird on me because I've got too much belly here now. So yeah. So I don't wear those anymore, so I'm not sure what to do with them. I don't know. Anyway, so one's a red deer stag pattern that I loved, and one is a abstract pattern, which I also loved. I set this as a project to my students in year 10 years ago, and I was like, I want a skirt like that, so I made myself 2. So I did wear those quite a lot actually, but now I don't because they don't look right on me anymore because my figure's changed. And that's just facing, zips and hemming and darts. Yeah, so I couldn't find the actual pattern, but I found one closer, and I found what I think could have been the 6053 View E. So that's as close as I could find. The fabrics were from Spotlight again. I should get Spotlight to sponsor me. Spotlight, can you sponsor me? Okay, so that's that one. Now, next. I was into vintage. I still like the vintage, but I don't wear it as much. Or if further, I've never wore this out anywhere. I loved Gertie. So Gertie, is it? I forget what her name is. She developed some charm patterns with Butterick, and I made this dress. Unbeknown to me, I bought the poodle fabric probably a couple of years before I got into her patterns, and then I was like, oh, that would be a really nice print to go with this pattern, and I didn't even realise that the poodle print is Gertie too, so it was perfect. So yeah, and that's Gertie Butterick B6380, and it's only available from Charm Patterns, but it's just out of stock at the moment. Spotlight used to sell it, which is where I got mine from. I do have an extra copy as well, but I think I got free from a magazine. So yeah, that was a really nice pattern. I think it went together quite well. I don't remember having any issues. It fit quite nice. Put pictures here. I didn't finish hemming it, so I just noticed when I can't try it on, it doesn't fit me anymore. So I do need to lose some weight. Not some, a lot. Yeah, I believe it was an easy make. And it's got some nice little details on the sleeves here. So yeah, so there's a lining in the bodice. Was there a zip? Yeah, zip at the back and some gathering here. Went together really well, and the fabric's really nice too. So that was my Gertie. Has anyone ever used her patterns? I have a couple of her books, but at the time when she did the books, the bit like when Tilly and the buttons started out, the sizes didn't go up to my size. Yeah, so this picture you'll see is very fitted, so it doesn't fit me now. Okay, and then on to the wrap dress. So the one I did for the Sew Wrap Challenge, that was using McCall's M6959. So if you've watched my previous videos, you'll know that that video goes through my Sew Wrap dress, and the fabric was from Nerita Hansen, cute little roller skates. And the designer for the fabric for Nerita Hansen is Brooke Gosson. They don't do that fabric anymore, but they still do have her as a designer doing lots of cool prints. I looked on her website today, it looks really good. We've got a lot of fabrics on there. She's in Australia, but she does do international shipping. I know the shipping is very expensive, but yeah, so it is available if you want to buy. And I tried to conquer my fear of bindings, bound edge and the ties, darts. That went together really well. I didn't have a problem with that at all. Really easy to put together. It didn't fit me properly, so I wouldn't wear it at the moment because it doesn't fit as I think it should fit yet. So yeah, I need to lose a bit of weight to wear that properly, but I will wear it because it's a cute print. Maybe in winter if I've lost a bit. So that was the Sew Wrap Challenge. Moving on. Yes, the McCall's M7742, which I am wearing now, and I cannot find the pattern envelope anywhere. But if you saw one of my videos, like one of my first videos, I just was going through what I was making, and this was one, but I couldn't finish it because I couldn't find this piece on the sleeve here. And the reason being I couldn't find it is because what I did is on this side, I think I put this on and I'd attached this to the other piece. So the piece that was missing was actually on this sleeve. I know. And when I found it, I was like, oh my god, I turned my sewing room upside down, I turned the living room upside down, because I remember going in there to look in the mirror, and I was like, what have I done with it? Anyway, it was attached, so I had to pick it and then redo them. So anyway, I really love this. It's really nice. This is a viscose, so it's got some gathering across the top. There's a little pleat at the back. It's like it's a grown-on sleeve, so there's no armhole, separate sleeve. It's all part of the top body, so it goes straight under. It's got a separate little panel here. You just add on. It's lined. I lined this in a different fabric because at the time I didn't have enough to cut a new band, and then I ordered some more fabric to cut a new band, and then found the band on the shirt, so I didn't need to buy more fabric. But anyway, it's fine. It all worked out in the end. So I have a little bit of spare fabric and an extra band. Anyway, this is Spotlight fabric, and it's called Asin, A-S-I-N rayon. It's 100% viscose, and it comes in 135 centimeter width, and you can still buy it from Spotlight. I've seen it. So yeah, it's a really nice pattern here. Okay, so showed you the cotton version of this. Pockets, so this has pockets too. They're a bit low though. I think my other one's a bit higher. I'll eventually get around to making them further up, but my other one, I've got a picture of here. The fabric's Nerita Hansen, same pattern pattern that I did in lockdown, and that was McCall's M7742. So yeah, this is really easy to make and just lovely for the summer. Actually, I wear in winter a lot with a long sleeves t-shirt underneath. And then, as you know, I discovered Rebecca Page pattern Toronto Tea-free t-shirt pattern. So I made 2 of those before the end of the year. I made the Monsters fabric, and I also made the Jack Skellington fabric. So that was the first one, which was too long. So then I did the Monsters one, which made it shorter. Yeah, the Monsters fabric, which is called Cosmic Monsters, that's 100% organic cotton jersey, and it's 112 wide, so it's not very wide. It's still from Spotlight available. The Jack Skellington fabric wasn't on the Spotlight website, so I don't think that's there anymore. It might be in the sale if you're in Australia. So that's basically the ones I'm willing to show you. I have done a couple of just some wide neck tees, a bit like a grown-on sleeve like this, without the cuff, and just a wide round neck tee. I traced it off another t-shirt or top I had that I thought fit well, and I found some just some vintage fabric scraps at school that was being thrown out. So I made these 2 t-shirt tops, and I wear the darker one, the navy one still fits, the pink one still a little bit tight. So yeah, so that's just another thing. I forgot to mention, I also made a shirt. It was the first shirt I'd ever made, and I think the stand on the collar was too high. I'll put some pictures here. I liked the collar, but the stand was too high, and I looked like the comedian. Oh God, I forgot his name. Oh, I forgot his name. You know, the comedian. Landlord? No, not the landlord. Les Hill. Looked like Les Hill, the comedian. The fabric was lovely and the buttons were nice, I chose, but again, it was too short on me and the sleeves were a bit tight. I'll put pictures up. I did put it on, but I only showed you the top half. I did wear it a few times, but no, I don't know if I'll wear it again, to be honest. No, the collar probably needs taking off and redoing, and finding the fabric again, it would be hard. So I just need to find the pattern and make it again. I cannot remember what the pattern was and I can't find it. It could be at school. I'll have to have a look. If I pop in before this video is edited and goes out, there'll be a picture there. Now, if you watch my previous videos from the start, my first introduction video, you'll know I'm a teacher, sewing teacher of high school students, and every 2 years we do a musical production, and I'm always in charge of the costumes. So my first year was Hairspray in 2015. I have no idea what I was doing, so if I can find a picture, I'll put a picture of this swirly dress I had to do with feathers, and then a sequin dress. That was awful. I hated that. But then in 2017, we do them every 2 years. 2017, we did Beauty and the Beast, and the new motion picture film had just come out with real people, so it wasn't cartoon, with Emma Watson, and the costumes were just brilliant. So I used the movie as inspiration for, because we had to make quite a lot. We weren't hiring any costumes back then. We were making them, so I had a team of parents help me, and it looked absolutely amazing. I remember sitting in the theatre just watching the first night, and I actually cried. But my biggest, my proudest moment was Belle's yellow dress. I made that from scratch. I didn't use a pattern. I took her measurements and I made it on the mannequin, on the stand. And yeah, I still love that dress. And anybody that touches it, I'm like, be careful with that dress. Put it away properly, because it took me months. It took me about 4 months to make it, and that's the best thing I've ever made. And if you join up with So Like Dottie's Facebook page, she put in what's your proudest thing you've ever made, and that was it. I commented on that, so if you follow that, you'll see the bell dress on there. I'll put some pictures here. Also, so for that, obviously I had to look at 18th century costumes. So I did a lot of historical books. There's a really good book that Bernadette Banner references. If you're into historical costume, you must follow Bernadette Banner. She's amazing. Oh, the name's gone. It's in there, but it's not. I'll put the name here if I remember it. But I looked at her book for inspiration. It was really good, and yeah, I really enjoyed making that. It was just stunning. And I also made like 4 corsets, not boned corsets, but corsets. I put those up there, like Silly Girls and Belle, and waistcoats for all the main male characters. And the corsets were using Butterick B4669. They were really good pattern, really easy to follow, binding and all that. And then the waistcoat and pants were using Butterick 3072, and then the big men's jackets with the big cuffs, McCall's M7585, and I put pictures here. Yeah, I loved it. I really loved it, and that's when I thought, ooh, maybe I could be a costume designer. I don't know. It was really good fun to research and everything. So yeah, so they're my makes of the past and 2022. Just a quick update on my Alusha smock dress from Nerida Hansen. I've just cut it all out. Haven't cut the fabric yet, and I'm looking at a way I can actually fit it on the pattern. So I'm actually going to put, so it's got like a panel a bit like this at the top. I'm going to have to do the bottom tier. I'm going to have to cut it in 2 pieces. So it's gonna have a join down the center. It's meant to be cut on the fold, but the fabric's not wide enough because it's quilting fabric. So I'm just gonna have the seam down the front and the back. So hopefully the gathers will hide it a little bit. But yeah, so that's the update on that. So I'm pleased that fabric will be fine for that. I think I should have enough. I've got 4 meters, so yeah, that'll be good. So hopefully I can give you an update on the pattern going forward. I might take some footage of me making it, etc. I just get the time. We're on 22 minutes now. Okay, it wasn't meant to be this long. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed my past makes. I hope I've got lots more to make this year. And I've really been looking forward to watching all your videos on your past makes and your goals for this year. It's really inspiring. I've been watching Jane from the Dressmaker's Closet and her pinafore video that she did on how to style them, and now I really want to make a pinafore, so that might end up in between my make 9, or something might go and I might put that one in instead. It looks really fun for winter, so I might have to download that pattern, or I could maybe adapt another pattern I've got, but yeah, might support Jane and buy the pattern. Yeah, so that's it so far. So my next video will either be an update on the Alusha smock dress, maybe a sew along, or it'll be my stash. I need help with my stash and what to make. I did try and, categorize everything in here. So I've got so many bits of fabric and not enough lengths of fabric. Yeah, I just really need help with what to do with them. So yeah, anyway, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give a thumbs up, leave a comment. and please subscribe if you haven't done already. Thank you to all that have subscribed so far. You really make my day, and you really make me want to keep making them. So take care, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.